What's up, everybody? Welcome to our YouTube channel. We are the Duffer Dads.
Okay, go.
So, part one, we left you off with what did her dad say when I called him.
What did he say?
That's why we're doing this video. As Duffendax, we believe God is good. He is in us, so he is always with us. We hear his voice and we follow it daily. Jesus died to bring us back to a garden life. So like I was saying, I have to call her dad because I'm a gentleman. Ask his permission to marry his daughter. So I'm staring at the phone for about 40 minutes. Finally, I might have hung up a few times, but finally called, got through. And I'm like, what do I say to him? Anyways, thank God her parents were actually super awesome, super gracious. And I was basically like, hey, I know you don't know me very well, but I want to marry your daughter. But no, her dad was like, look, we've never seen Vicky that happy. We saw you guys together. We recognized that, this is the real deal.
My parents said that they'd never seen anyone treat me like that, and it was how I'd always wanted to be treated before, and yet they'd never seen that. So get yourself a Texas.
Look. Alright, so I finally go to Vicky and I'm like, okay, your dad said yes. Let's plan this freaking wedding.
So basically, my parents were gonna fly over in April. Can you stop looking at me? Look at me. Yeah.
I have to. I can't just stare at the screen.
I'll just do for a sec.
Okay.
So my parents were going to fly over in April, and then Blake's parents were going to fly over as well. My parents from Ireland, his parents from Amarillo, and we were going to have a wedding. And then COVID happened.
Well, the 30-day ban happened, and we were like, okay, well, this will all blow over.
Yeah.
It wasn't really that super serious yet that we knew about. So we're like, well, we'll just wait. Then they can come here like the week after the 30-day ban is up. And we had a conversation with them, and both set of parents were just like, just go for it.
Just get married.
Make the most of it.
And lucky they did. I mean, we might have only got married a few months ago.
I mean, yeah,
If we waited for our family to be able to be there.
Yeah. So we're processing everything, and we go out for a nice dinner, and we're chatting, and we're just like, okay, let's just pick a date. Let's just do it. So we're like, okay, we'll both pick a date separately. We'll say it on the count of 3. If it's the same, we'll do it. If not, we'll still do it. So it was like 1, 2, 3, and we were both like
Friday, March 20th.
Basically, like in 3 days, let's just get married.
Oh, but we weren't engaged yet.
Yeah, so we still need to get engaged. Basically, at this point, I'm like, it's not really going to be a surprise because she knows it's going to happen in the next 3 days.
It's got a few days, yeah.
So I ended up finding out without her that we got approved for our apartment. And so I actually asked them, hey, can we get in here early? And I want to propose to her in our new apartment that she doesn't know we got yet.
So I'm all dressed up, getting ready for like dinner, and then like 2 o'clock, he's like, oh, hey, do you want to come and view? I want you to come and just make sure you want this apartment. And I'm like, okay, cool, let's go do that. So we get in the car, and he literally said, he was like, do you want to just get in something more comfy? And I was just like, so I knew, I was like, there's no way this is, like, he's obviously not doing it now. And he was wearing runners.
I was like, wow, you're overdressed.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be a surprise, okay, as much as it could be.
It was.
So we're going into the apartment, and then I have a bunch of balloons and confetti and roses, and it was beautiful. Asked her to marry me. She said yes. Or I said,
Want to get married on Friday?
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So now we're engaged. It's time for the wedding. Now the day before the wedding, drama, COVID. It's getting bad. It's getting horrible. It's going to be a lockdown. You can't leave your house. Thursday before our wedding. But the 2-week lockdown that ended up lasting 2 years started on the day we got married, on Friday.
So we could only have 2 friends from school holding the phones for us, so our parents could FaceTime in, and we did an amazing photographer couple came, and they were incredible. And
those are the only people there.
yeah, it was just, funnily enough, magical.
Yeah.
Not the wedding we would have planned for, but like my parents said, and your parents said, like, don't dilute the day, make it as special as you can. Like,
Yeah.
it was beautiful. So we went on a 2-night honeymoon, which was all we could do at the time. I mean, we
Yeah.
just switched off for 2 days, and
Had sex.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
great. Okay, hot in here. So
Whoa, she's bothered, folks.
okay, I'm
You
trying to.
usually make those comments.
I'm bothered because I'm thinking about it.
Okay. Whoa.
Okay.
So after we do the honeymoon for like 2 days, we move into our apartment, and now it's like legit quarantine.
Honeymoon.
And
4
so for
months.
us, it was like literally like a 4-month honeymoon. We didn't have to see anyone. We got to just spend it with each other. So after the 4 or 5 month quarantine, we're starting to like kind of feel a shift. Are we going to do the second year of school? What are we meant to do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then we get an amazing surprise that we are pregnant.
Baby Liberty. But also, when we found out we were pregnant, we were still planning to do second year. There's just a lot of stuff that happened in Reading that we were like, well, I don't think God would be closing these doors and opening these doors if we were just meant to do second year.
Yeah, so obviously I've been talking to my friend that I mentioned in the first video just through the whole process, and they were actually planning a church in
Him
a
and his
city
family.
called Lubbock, Texas, which is like an hour and a half from where I'm from, so it's near my family. So we start thinking like we want to be a part of that, we want to be available for that. It's close to friends, like we can have a support group. So we made the decision, we're moving to Texas, and literally within a week we had to sell everything. Everything we had fit in my car.
Just about. It was
Crazy.
overflowing.
We made it work. So here we are. We've been in Lubbock for almost 2 years now. No.
Year and a half.
Year and a half. Liberty, sweet baby Liberty, was born on April 6th. Yeah, she's really cute. Her mom was amazing, did a home birth. We might do a video about that if you're interested. Our whole story has just been about trusting God, trusting community through the process, helping us, guiding us. It was a crazy story.
Here we are.
It's not over yet, so stay tuned. Keep watching the
Yes.
Duff and Dax for more on what we're going to be doing this year. It's going to be
Epic.
pretty wild, so stay tuned. Thanks again. Like, subscribe, whatever you're supposed
All
to
that
do.
stuff. Love you guys.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.